We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the San Francisco Giants. It's Interleague Baseball on the show. Kevin Gausman gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Digging in now, Leury Garcia. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. And now pitch on the way. Full count now. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. To short. And there's one away. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I know this team has to be hoping that Jose Abreu can get it going. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal, only 3 ABs, but it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
So here's Yoan Moncada. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman, he's 1 for 4. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses low with it, 2-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable. If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Stepping in now, Eloy Jimenez. 1-0 the count. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
High chopper to third. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Carlos Rodon will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
But right at the shortstop for the second out. Into the box, Wilmer Flores. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Mazara is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side. Up next for Chicago, Jose Abreu, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Abreu is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Fastball well outside. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Now the 2-0. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
2-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike. And the here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Leading up for the Giants.
First pitch on its way.
Hunter.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Longoria.
In is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. Fouled away. Pence on at first, nobody out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Jimenez. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And we find the Giants currently lead the NL in that category. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ready with the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Jimenez. Makes the play, one away. And they decide not to push things here with one away as he'll hold on at third base. Runners are at second and third here with only one away. And that brings up Buster Posey. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Striding forward now, Brandon Crawford, and the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The Giants have struck first here. They lead at 1-0 as we play the second. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. One and two count. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On the ground to the right side. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get. So stepping in, Danny Mendick. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So here now is the pitcher, Carlos Rodon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ball one.
Count 1-0.
A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the White Sox pitcher. The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Slider laid off for a ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Longoria's got it. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. So striding in, Leury Garcia, 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Here he comes again. 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So Yoan Moncada has a chance following that 2-out base hit. Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Moncada swings, and it's hit very well to right, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Garcia isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He will score, and the White Sox have tied it. We're all square at 1 apiece.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Ready with the 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Sox get 1 on the RBI double.
Just about set to go here as the Giants come to bat in the 3rd inning, and San Francisco fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average, and talking with some of the players and coaches prior to the game, many of them told me that's something they take a lot of pride in. Batting average isn't as highly valued as it once was, but they said it's a clear indication that they're doing a lot of good things in the batter's box to help the team collect W's. Guys?
Thank you, Heidi. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
A little roller toward the hole. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the center fielder.
At the plate, Steven Duggar. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. To short, hit hard. Anderson brings it in. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd. Digging in to try it again, Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 1-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Right side. Belt has it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The right fielder.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. In there for strike 1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. That's popped up. Crawford over to his right. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th. And up next, the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think was
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So digging in now, Hunter Pence. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Hunter.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Pence tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. 1-1 the count now. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-2 one more time. Heading out towards shallow right. Headed after it is Mazzara. He's there and records the first out. Settling in now, Evan Longoria. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Grounder down the line at third. The windup and the 0-1. One run on 3 hits and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Longoria is retired. 2 down now.
The first baseman, number 9.
Stepping up now, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side. Now in the box, Danny Mendick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
There to take it is Belt for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Rodon. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Duggar's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The center fielder, number 28.
Ready once again, Leury Garcia. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And he lays off there 1-0.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Brandon Crawford digging in next. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Jimenez is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Next to bat for the Giants, Kevin Gausman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And top half of the 6th about to get started. Stepping into the box, Yoan Moncada. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No balls and a strike to count. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Ground ball left side. Up with it is Longoria. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in, Tim Anderson. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Count even at 2-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
So here's Jose Abreu as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. This is line to left. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. Ready for another chance? Steven Duggar. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Mike Yastrzemski is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. He's running. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. is in time as Grandal gets his man.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. You kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And that misses. 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Mazara's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Wilmer Flores. No hits to this point.
Flores.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Mazara's under it,